What is up, boys and girls? Welcome back to another segment for Project GT3 Touring, whatever we're calling this now, my 996 Carrera C4S that is slowly but surely moving to rear-wheel drive and a lot of GT3-esque touring mods. So today I'm really excited. This is one of my most favorite mods because this is the most impactful thing that you can do to a car. It's the wheels. And this has a set of turbo twists on it, which come standard on the C4S. I thought I got a set of hollow spokes. These are not hollow spokes. These are in fact the solid ones, and these are quite heavy. So the fronts are an 18 by 8 or 8.5. It's either 8 or 8.5, and it's 27 pounds for the front, and then the rears are 18 by 11, and they are 32 to 33 pounds is what I found on the internet. Obviously I can't weigh them because they still have the tires on them, but what I am choosing to move to is I actually reached out to the company that made the set of concave 5 spokes for the S2000 for, and I did a set for this because they didn't quite make anything off the shelf that I liked in Porsche fitment. It's weird. It's weird. 5x130 is a weird fitment. But after about 2 months, these bad boys came in. So these are kind of a cross between an Advent GT and an Advent GT Beyond, which is not an option for in Porsche fitment. You can only get Advent GTs. I did them in a nice bright silver because that's something that I think was going to make on the car. I like silver wheels. I think they're going to look really good. These are the rears. This is wide body fitment, so this is an 18 by 11 with a plus 40 offset for the rear. Crazy aggressive concave face on it. And then for the fronts, we have a 18 by 9 with a 46 millimeter offset. The car currently has a set of spacers on it, so I may still run the spacers for the front because I don't think that this front fitment is that much more aggressive than the stock. Obviously you can see there's a huge difference in the face design here, but these wheels are Ford 6061 aluminum. They're decently lighter than stock, so the fronts came in at 20.6 pounds and the rears came at 22.8. So overall, if those weights are accurate for the factory wheels, this is almost 34 pounds of weight savings, unsprung weight, which is huge. But I went with a set of Advent AO52 tires, and I don't know what the weight differences are going to be between these tires and the Michelins that are on there. So that's something I'm going to weigh when I pull them off, and we'll see where we're moving the bar to. If you're keeping up with the weight savings, we're down to 3240 with the front wheel drive still hooked up. That was after the GT3 seat install and the T-Equipment roll bar. There was one other thing I want to say about these. Oh, the tire fitment. So I went with a 295 rear, but a 255 front. Currently the car sits on a 295 rear and a 225 front. I'm shrinking the stagger. For as far as handling goes, I know this is not going to be a drift car like the Supra or the Z4M or any conventional front engine FR cars, but I want the car to be playful. I don't want to have that terminal understeer at tight turning and then snappy edgy oversteer when the car starts to rotate. So I'm going to kind of align and set up the suspension more like an FR car. So first part in doing so is shrinking the tire stagger, which still if you're looking at the size of these side by side, it's a huge difference. So let's start throwing these on. We'll come back in a second and I'll give you the weights of what we're taking off versus what we're putting on. I hope that we hit that 34 pounds of weight savings. That's huge. Okay, I got the first side mounted. I'm really happy, but I'll show you guys that momentarily here. Here is a comparison of the fronts. So you can see this is a considerably wider tire than this little weenie guy here. I also left the front spacers on, but I ended up removing the rears because the rear was poking a little bit too much. I'm worried it's going to rub the fender liner. The fronts, I'm pretty sure are going to clear with a little bit of camber, which is coming when we do the adjustable lower arms soon. So stock front and tire weighs in at, holy crap, 49 pounds. I told you these are weighty. New fronts weigh in at 44.9. So what do we got here? 4.2 pounds for the fronts. Oh, now it's at 45. What did I say? Or I said what? 29. Yeah, 4 pounds. It's gonna be hard to keep track of all these numbers here. All right, so 4 pounds per corner in the front, so that's 8 pounds. That's great. Take it. Stock rear. And I also removed the rear spacer, so there's some weight there too, but let's just see what the wheel and entire combo weight is. 58.3. Dropping down to wow, 49.2. So what is that? 8.3. That's 9.1 pounds. So we're 18.1 for the rear and 8 pounds for the front. Damn, 26.1 pounds of weight savings, unsprung weight. That's huge. That you will actually notice that. I mean, you guys won't, but I'll notice that. If you were driving a car and you shaved that much per corner on your car, you would definitely feel a change in the eagerness in the steering and just the way the suspension responds. It definitely it increases the response rate. And not only that, the spacers, 1.5 pounds, so it's another 3 pounds in spacers. So 29.1 pounds of weight savings. Love it. That's bringing us right down to almost 3,100 pounds. No, 3,200 pounds. We'll be close to 3,100 or under when we do the all-wheel drive delete and the carbon ceramic brakes. So I'll take it. I'm super stoked with that. Let's finish mounting these up and I'll show you guys what it looks like.